So I made Twinstrumental pretty early on in the lockdown. I was in New York, wasn't really going outside for much, so I was inside my apartment, and I needed to put my anxiety somewhere creative, and I saw a lot of people were making these quarantine films, and I was very intrigued, and so I ended up making a bunch, but Twinstrumental truly is one of my favorites. I wanted to do something different. I'd done films where it's just me, because I'm alone in quarantine. I'm making this film by myself. But for this one, I wanted to kind of lean into the fact that it's a quarantine film. So like we're not comparing it to like the big budget, oh, there's a cast of 20 and there's 14 locations. It's me in my apartment. So I kind of, pulled a Parent Trap and played my own twin. I thought that would be fun. And I thought, well, maybe I could also write a song and sing. So I made one of the twins musical. And I really just for this one, just thought about like what I would want to do in a film. And it was so fun to shoot. It was so fun to write. It was so fun to edit. And it was just a great experience. And it really helped put that energy that I had from, being inside my apartment all day into something good. When you're making a film by yourself, it's just you and your iPhone, there are going to be challenges, setting up the tripod, like thinking the shot looks good, going to do it, then like running back and stopping it and reviewing it. It made the process a little bit longer, kind of not having another set of eyes while I'm performing. All those things are different than when you're on a set with a director or other actors, scene partners. People keeping track of your makeup or your props. It was all you. But while it was challenging, I also really loved it. And it was a really cool experience to be able to do all that from pre-production, writing it, thinking about what it's going to be, doing it on set, and then post-production, editing and making sure everything looked good and sounded good. It was really helpful for me, just, not usually being on the other side of the camera. I had a great time. So the challenges were appreciated and helpful in the end. It's been so great to see this film be well received. Like I said, I made it kind of to put my creative energy somewhere, and I wasn't really thinking about how other people would receive it. I was making it for me. This is what I wanted to do. So it's really cool to see it being well received. It's gotten a few nominations, which is amazing. I'm so happy it's part of this festival. It's kind of crazy to think like this thing I made by myself in my room is a film now. And one of the things that's happened is people have said during this whole quarantine and my quarantine films, they're like, oh, you made this film by yourself. Oh, like, yeah, I guess you can do that. It's kind of like mind-blowing. Like, we are on these sets normally as actors, and we're in front of the camera, and there's a crew and there's a director, and those things are needed for many productions. But in the case where you're quarantined, you're by yourself, you want to create something, you have an iPhone, you have a tripod, you have yourself. It's a learning experience, it's so much fun. And so I just wish that, it'll inspire people to make art, and that it'll keep making festival rounds and hopefully making people laugh.